Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Dig. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to go up top. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on the very first play of the game. You talk about doing this all week, and you talk about, we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first snap, belief, climbing through the roof, baby.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes with the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake.
He's off to the races. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. On the move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
The Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dale.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 4th down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Whoa, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting...
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
Well, 2nd and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They were able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. He'll bring it back from inside his spot, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
On second down, wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Hawaii 14, Maryland 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback will audible. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wants to throw on second down. He unleashes a long one. Snags it on the right. Got a lot of running room. 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Warriors.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
At the 45 on his way. He's now up to to 58 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. Got it back on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Here comes the two-point try. Firing to the right, complete. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this.
Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground.
Terrapins will take over 1st and 10.
Can we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not 4th down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He gets a block.
Return is tackled out of bounds.
Line gets set, 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better. The expressway is wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They want to run this quarterback. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll run for it on third and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Fair catch called for and made. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
The snap sets up to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
He wants to throw here on second down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On second down, looking again to throw. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Just destroying his way through the field. He's now up to 70 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. On first down from the 13-yard line. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
He smashes his way through again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Maryland 21, Hawaii 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
But right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking to throw on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Bland. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Peace. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough, you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll go to the toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw. Finds a tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
With the line of scrimmage at the 28, this would be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to keep the offense out there on 4th down. And the Terrapins pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will keep it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Buying some time. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 23 to Pittsburgh. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I understand the approach. Let's just get to halftime, right? You're trailing, not in a good position to go after more points. Play conservative, go into halftime, make some adjustments.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take.
Ready to roll.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Maryland 28, Hawaii